What's going on, Pisces? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, Pisces. So we are going to do something totally new and fresh. At the end of each reading, I'm going to answer 3 questions for you. Now, in order to get your questions featured, you just got to write it down in the comment section. In the comment section, write down your question and write down your background. Just a short and sweet keyword, short and sweet background, and I will get to it sooner or later. If I don't answer it next video, I'll answer it one of the other videos. Just keep posting it and I will see it. Now, I'm going to probably start doing this in the next 4 to 5 days, but I am collecting questions as of now, and I'll pin all the instructions there for you. All right, so let's dive right in. 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. A lot of Wands energy, a lot of movement. I see right now, this is a moment in time in your life to prioritize your energy. I see a lot of new things coming into your life. I see a whole new chapter unfolding for you. I see you moving on to greener pastures, which is really moving on to another chapter of your life. And in this chapter, I see abundance. I see you happy. I see you and your family, your friends really getting closer, and you spending a lot of time with them. And I see that your happiness is your #1 priority. This is beautiful energy. This is what you've been waiting for, and this is what you deserve, and it is your birthright. I'm very happy for you. Now, in order for this to happen, I see that you have to let go of a lot of things right now that are not paying dividends. What is taxing you? That 10 of Wands lets me know right now that you're taking on too much responsibility. Spirit is telling you that it is not sustainable. In order to do all the things I just mentioned, you need to be ready, sharp, strong, happy. And right now, if you're doing a lot of things that are just taking your time and they're not really paying back dividends, so we're kind of wasting our time, then we don't have the energy to put into the new things. And by energy, I don't necessarily mean strength or awareness or anything. I actually mean energy. Opportunities are energy, right? Everything is an energy. Everything is a vibration. You're waiting for an opportunity to get rich. That is a vibration. Basically, an opportunity, energy, frequency, signal, it's all the same thing. So energy is never created, destroyed. It has to get moved. Right now, if we're putting energy into something, say if we're going to work and we have 10 different customers and we're putting energy into 10 different people. Now, only 2 of them are paying the bills. What should we do here? 80-20 rule, right? Focus on those 2. The other 8 are taking our energy away. Focus that energy wisely. Now, this is what's going on here. Right now, Spirit's telling you what is going on in your life, right? Do you have a habit, hobby, mind state, person, ideology, mentally taxing you, physically taxing you, spiritually taxing you? What is going to clean out the clutter? Because in order for you to move on to greener pastures, in order for you to have everything you're looking for, you have to feel good. And you can't feel good when you're putting so much pressure on yourself. That 5 of Wands really lets me know the unnecessary pressure, as you can say, that we can avoid. And at the end of the day, it's like the matrix, as hard as it is, we're already dealing with so much stimulation, work, the husband, the wife, the kids, all this, the boss, everything, right? But right now, we don't need extra pressure put on you. So clear out the clutter. You are someone that is very charismatic, ambitious, go-getter. You are someone that when you're focused, right, a lot of good things come to you. You're like a phoenix waiting to rise out the ashes. But again, even a phoenix needs to be able to have their energy cleared. Even the phoenix needs to put their limiting beliefs, their shadows aside to be able to focus on what they're looking for. And for you, the success that I see for you is leaving the past and moving on to the present moment, which is really what you're looking for your future. Staying here in the present moment, focusing your vibrations here, everything you're doing, getting accustomed to it, right? Even when you're talking to someone, have your awareness with them and watch everything flow to you. All right, now we got the King of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Moon. Look at that in the Tower. I see a shock. I see some sort of shock to the system, some sort of scary news presented to you. At first, it's going to seem overwhelming. At first, you're not going to know what to do with it. And this is something that's going to test your vibration, which is test how you react to the situation. Spirit gives us as much as we can handle. So Spirit constantly gives us a solution to find. I don't see the word problem because all of our words have vibrations. I use the word solution because it is. After you're done with one solution, there's 10 more coming. It never ends. That's not a bad thing, you have to be aware of it. So when something happens, rather than be like, oh my goodness, when it rains, it pours, you gotta just be like, oh, it's just another day. It's normal. Of course, things are gonna come up. That's what we're here for. It's learning lessons, right? It's all perception. Now, understand that how you react to this situation is what Spirit wants. Spirit doesn't care about whether or not you find a solution. You will find a solution. You always do. How are you going to react to this situation? I'll give you an example. If I want to work at a restaurant and if someone drops a dish and I go, oh my goodness, the dish dropped, oh, right? What is that restaurant owner going to think? Okay, this person can't even handle a dish dropping. What are they going to do when something else happens, right? Let's not hire this person. Same thing with Spirit. If Spirit's like, okay, well, this person, just got some news and they can barely handle that. Why would I bring them more opportunities? They can barely manage. And that's what's going on. So if your boss comes up to you and says, listen, we might be laying some people off, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, you freak out. What's going to happen? We're telling Spirit, I am not ready for more. But instead, if your boss comes up to you and say you were laying some people off, and you're like, okay, cool. Thanks for telling me. Listen, I understand. The economy is crazy. It's bonkers. I get that. But listen, I love this company and I love working here. The next 10 years, I see myself being here. So I just want to let you know, if you guys need anything, I'm your gal, I'm your guy, right? What happened here? Not only did you not freak out and tell Spirit, I know how to play this game, right? But you also told your boss, I'm cool, calm, and collective. So if there's anyone you shouldn't fire, it should be me. Do you see where I'm going with this? Perception. It's always perception. And right now, Spirit's telling you, the reason that you may have this shock that may come into your life may seem scary is because there are shadows there developed from the past, completely normal human filters we all go through, the moon, that are preventing you from letting your intuition guide you, and fear is controlling us, right? So whenever happens, say something happens before in the past, maybe say we were in a relationship, I'll give you an example. And say if we were in a relationship where the person made us feel powerless. And right now we feel like every time we're going to go in a relationship that we're going to feel powerless, right? This is something coming from our human filters. You need to understand that this is a shadow that you have to address. You cannot always feel like this. Sooner or later, you're going to have to deal with this energy. Might as well make it sooner than later. Might as well make it on your terms. See this house? Imagine if my home right now was dirty, right? What would I do if it was dirty? I would clean it, right? Now, if my house is going to be clean, my body's going to be clean, my mind's got to be clean too, right? Think of that. Now, the only reason we don't do this is because it's scary and we have to summon up that inner lion, our strength to do this. We're not even aware. We're so used to burying the shadow, but find that courage within you to deal with that shadow. How do you deal with that shadow? How do you address it? Well, for example, say what we spoke of. What I would do is rather than feel that energy and immediately be like, oh my goodness, I don't want to think of that. I'm just going to bury it, right? That's what normally we do. What I would do is I'd be like, oh my goodness, I don't want to think of that. Okay, so I don't want to think of that. Oh, that's some dirt. That's some dirt in my house. Let me go grab the vacuum. Brr. See, I'm being silly with this, right? All of a sudden I'd be like, okay, so why do I feel like that? Okay, last relationship I was in, I didn't feel so good because this person made me feel like this because they always thought I was up to stuff, even though I wasn't. Why did they feel like that? See, I'm going deeper and deeper. Well, they felt like that because someone probably cheated on them and they didn't feel so good. Okay, so why am I mad at the way they treated me if I didn't do anything wrong? I don't know. They were really, really scary and I didn't really feel good. Okay, so we understand that you didn't do anything wrong and they treated you like that because something that happened to them. Yeah, okay, so should we still worry about this? No. Is there any red flags we saw? Yes, we did. Did we learn anything? Yes, we did. Okay, can we use this for the future in our new relationships? Yes, we can. Okay, are we cool then? Yes, we are. Shadow God. Do you see what I did with this? Talk to yourself. This is how you get it done. This is how you do it. It's easy peasy. You will be the master of being in an alignment. Everything will flow to you. This whole thing is a game. Once you figure out how to play this vibrational game, you will be pleasantly surprised of how easy life gets. You will stop having to go try to get it and it will come to you. It doesn't mean that your work ethic doesn't need to be there. It doesn't mean that you don't need to be ready. What it means is that the opportunities will start knocking. All of a sudden, you'll start getting emails. All of a sudden, people will start doing some word of mouth. All of a sudden, people want to be your friend. Things will happen. This part of it, you don't need to worry about. What you need to worry about is making yourself so magnetic that these opportunities want to come to you. Opportunities of love, romance, and opportunities of health, wealth, and also just opportunities of happiness, right? You have to be so magnetic that they are just dying to come to you, right? When you were young and people used to pick people to go on their team, you want to be the first person picked? That's That's the energy you want. You want to be so magnetic. The Spirit's like, I'm picking Pisces. And that is how you do it. And you're so beautiful. Remember, it is your birthright to have all this. You're not asking for any favors here. This is completely normal. Own it. Own this energy. Know who you are. Embrace it. Welcome this energy and watch everything unfold for you. All right, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Remember, if you want your questions answered, write it down in the comment section. If I don't get to it, just keep on reposting it week after week. I love you, or video after video. I love you. I can't wait to your next reading. For now, ciao.